All right, guys, so we are going to go ahead and jump into a reading. We're going to roll the dice and we're going to see what comes up. I already did a prayer of protection and also a prayer to allow me to channel this message for the people that are going to need it. So we're just going to go ahead and roll the dice and see what we got going on for today. All right, so we got the planet Jupiter and then we got the number 3. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about growth, expansion, and truth. All right, so that's what the planet Jupiter really means. We're going to pull 3 cards and then we're just going to kind of expand the reading with some clarification and then see what messages the Most High has in store for us today. Something flip over, that flipped over. Right. So, all right, so we got the Hangman in reverse for the leading energy. So with this coming out first, um, it's giving me the energy of somebody being stuck, right? Somebody being stuck in what it is that they want to do, what it is that they want to create, what it is that they want to present to the world. Right, so we got the moon that came out on its side, so we're going to go ahead and take that in reverse, right? So it's like someone is kind of battling what's going on inside of their private place when it comes to doing what they feel called to do, right? Maybe they're going against an idea that they have that could potentially work out because they don't actually see like the necessary steps that they need to take to ensure success. All right. I do see that there is an opportunity to actually expand. All right. So it's gonna take for this person to kind of just really shift their mindset. All right. This person could be focusing on maybe the material gain that they would get from bringing something into the world that they've been thinking about, or something that's been in their spirit for a while. Maybe they're thinking about um, all of the monetary gain that they could have, right? Maybe they feel like they're unsatisfied with the idea that they have and they're looking for something that would be a little bit different, right? Maybe they're looking for something that's a little hidden with this moon card coming out, right? So we do have 2 major arcana cards coming out, and it's like with these being in reverse, it's like maybe the person doesn't have a connection, a soul connection to what it is that they are wanting to do. All right. It's like they do want to expand, right? They do want new opportunities. They want to improve their status. They want something that's going to make their spirit feel satisfied and feel happy, right? But with these 2 cards coming out in reverse, it's like they're having some challenges. So we're going to look into this a little bit deeper. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 6 of Cups. All right. So yeah, this person does want to make sure that whatever they're creating, whatever they're going to put their energy into, is going to be something that's going to satisfy their soul. All right. They could be thinking of something that um, they could be thinking of something that an idea that they had from the past. All right. Someone could be bringing up a conversation, or they could be reconnecting from someone in the past that's going to spark something within their soul to get them, to see something different. All right. So it's a lot going on here. The person could also be like avoiding their intuition. All right. They could be daydreaming a little bit too much and not really putting in any efforts, because we got a lot of blue cards out here, which is kind of centered around emotion. All right. And then we got the Three of Wands and then the Six of Cups. And both of these are centered around, a person feeling happy and seen, right? For their accomplishments and their emotional side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get some clarifying cards to see if we can figure out what's going on a little bit further. All right, Divine, what's going on with the Hangman in reverse? What's going on? Why is this person feeling like they're not willing to make any type of sacrifices? All right, so bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Pentacles, which is, the person does want to start some kind of business. They do want to collaborate. They do want recognition for, the works that they're going to be doing. They do want to collaborate with other people that are going to be vital to the overall success of whatever it is that they're working on. All right, so we got the Knight of Wands. And then we got the Three of Wands back out here. And then we have the Page of Swords. All right. So with the Knight of Wands, it's giving me the energy that this person's wanting to rush into something. They're wanting to rush into expansion because of an idea that they have, right? And because they're wanting to rush, it's like they could be missing some sort of detail, right? Let's see. So yeah, with the Three of Wands out here twice, right? The Three of Wands out here twice. It's giving me like Six of Wands energy. Like they really feel like they're gonna have a strong victory. All right. But something about this leading energy of them feeling stuck in the present state, right? Unwilling to give up, which could sometimes be a good thing. Not wanting to give up could be a good thing for this person because it's giving the energy of them wanting to, put in as much effort as possible to make sure that whatever they're working on is going to be successful. But then there's this rush, right? Like them rushing and also being in the beginning stages of it with this Page of Swords, right? This idea is relatively new. Right, so we do have a lot of threes out here now that I'm looking at it. We got the Three of Wands twice and the Three of Pentacles out here. So if you're resonating with this, then you could be seeing the number 333, which is like a strong indicator, to at least start on the project, at least get something going, right? Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, one task at a time. Maybe you're needing to break down your goals. All right, so that you're not just trying to rush in and expect this huge expansion like right off the bat. But let's see, let's tap in and see what's going on with the moon card in reverse. All right, Divine, what's going on with this moon card in reverse? Is this person experiencing clarity on what they want to do? Or are they having some sort of blockage with daydreaming about it? Okay, so I'm not going to take these on the table, but we are going to go ahead and look at them. All right, so we got the Ten of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Cups. All right, so it's like this person, maybe it's something that they've like spiritually wanted to work on for a long time, or something that's been in the making for a long time. And it's like they're tired and they just really want to get to the point of celebrating, right? They really want to get to the point of receiving their harvest, right? But then we also got the Page of Wands, which popped out, and then the Page of Swords that popped out again as well. So it's like this person's really in the beginning stages of like wanting to create a purpose, wanting to create something that they're going to be able to profit off of, right? It's like they still have to do a lot of studying, they still have to do a lot of research before they can expect this huge expansion that they're hoping for, with the Three of Wands popping out twice. All right, and this could definitely have the person trapped in their head, right? Trying to figure out a way to get things done, to do things right. All right, they could be having some sort of anxiety, all right, not knowing exactly like who to work with, who to partner with, or maybe they just have an energetic imbalance between their masculine and feminine energy when it comes to being able to create successful projects. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clarify the Three of Wands. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Moon card again. All right, so the first Moon card was in reverse. This Moon card is upright. So it's getting that this person could be like struggling with some illusions, or maybe having some sort of dreams about what it is that they want to do. All right, maybe this person's wanting to tap into their spiritual self, or maybe facing their shadows. Maybe they have some fears associated with what it is that they want to do. So, this Moon card being out here twice is kind of giving me the person needing to see through any type of illusions that they may have set for themselves, or that may be something that other people have, possibly said to them that's preventing them from, moving forward. Maybe someone from their past said something to them that has them hesitant about moving forward. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, And then the Knight of Swords. All right. So with this, it's giving me the person maybe is like waiting on some finances to come through so that they can actually invest in their project or their gift or whatever it is that they're wanting to do. Maybe they could be struggling or trying to maneuver money around in order to get this thing going. But this is probably the best card that I've seen for this person. It is a new beginning. It is something that divine is wanting them to do. All right. So whatever idea that they have is something that divine does want them to work on. All right. But this person may need to slow down a little bit with this Knight of Swords out here. Okay. Maybe they're rushing into the process and not really just allowing everything to unfold naturally. All right. So that's what I'm getting. So it is a new beginning. It does have the potential to be successful. All right. So maybe the person's just trying to get their resources together, get their team together, get who they're going to work with together, get the plan and everything together before you can just actually speed off, right? Take off and get this thing completely off the ground. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do one last clarifier to see what divine has to say about the overall message. All right, divine, what's the best advice that you would give this person in this situation? All right, divine, what is the best advice for this person? All right, so best advice, the person has stability on their mind, on their heart, right? So you could be collaborating with someone romantically. It could be someone from your community. It could be someone, again, from your past. But the possibility of having a stable life from this invention or this gift or this talent that you're working on and wanting to create can bring you stability. All right. We got the Five of Swords, the six, or not the six, but we got the Lovers, which is the number six, and then the Two of Pentacles. All right. So there's giving me this energy of the person feeling like mentally defeated. Maybe they lost some sort of battle in the past, or they had some type of conflicts with other people that is causing them to want to rush into this and causing them to just really look at the people maybe that they were working with before, right? So that they can realign themselves and maybe wait on, a partner, a situation that is going to be beneficial for them, right? So with the six and the Two of Pentacles, it's like divine is saying that I will send you whatever, whoever you need in the right time so that you can, work on the project that you want to work on, balance out your finances, all right, make a healthy choice about what it is that you want to do so that you can have the stability that you're looking for, right? So overall, I'm getting that divine really wants this person to be a little bit patient as they're building up this project, this talent, this gift, right? To just not try to rush into it with all of those pages and nights that were popping out, right? Those are beginning stages of developing within yourself, within a certain scenario. So it's like, of course, we want instant gratification right now, but it's going to take some thorough planning and some time, but I do see it being something that works out for the person in the future. We're just going to put this on the bottom of the deck. All right. So it says joy fills the air, a moment worth celebrating. All right. So with this coming out, and then with these two cards associated with the soul, it's like, maybe you do have to wait a little bit before you get this project off the ground. Maybe you do have to, plan a little bit thoroughly. But the divine is saying that whatever it is that you want to do, it's going to be a go, right? It's going to be a yes. It's going to be successful. And you know maybe you could have some people that are in your energy that are kind of forcing you to take off. Maybe you feel like you have to compete with other people that are doing stuff in the world, and you want to showcase yourself, but maybe they're fishing in your energy, making you feel defeated, right? Because maybe you've talked about this plan with other people before, and they're kind of like waiting on you to figure out, like, okay, when are you going to do it, right? And because you haven't done it, or you haven't done it to the best outcome possible, which is this sense of stability, maybe you're feeling defeated, like your plan isn't going to work because energetically these people, they're fishing in your energy, and you can probably feel them, you know um, wondering, well, what's going on with this major plan that you said you were going to have, right? Or this major gift or talent, right? Right, so we got black sheep. So maybe you could feel like your idea is something that is very like rebellious, right? Maybe you feel like people aren't gonna understand it. Maybe you feel like people are gonna have certain expectations. Right, so bottom of the deck, we do have a light bulb moment. So with that coming out, it's like right now with this hangman in reverse, like you could be unsatisfied with the progress, but then you're going to get like this sudden realization. You're going to start feeling inspired. You're going to have like some insightful awareness that's just really going to help you to really spark this thing off, right? You're going to start to not care about what other people are thinking about your project, because if divine gives you something to do, then it's for you to do, and other people may not understand it. But yeah, once you do get out of this mindset of thinking negative about what it is that you want to do, you're going to experience progression forward, all right? All of the waiting that you would have done, or the waiting that you are doing, right? It says patience isn't idle. It's preparing you for what's to come. So once you get that spark, I'm showing that things are going to take off for you very fast, right? It's going to be like the wait is over and things are just going to start working out, right? And then you're going to have the receipts, right? You're going to have the receipts and the evidence, all right, that you've been looking for. As far as maybe when I said, like, oh, maybe you have people in your life that you told about your dreams and you don't have any evidence, right, of your success, of your progress, right? But once everything takes off, maybe you're going to have all the receipts that you need, all right? Let's take a few from here. All right, so this card did want to pop out. And again, that's just kind of like clarification that mentally you may be struggling with feeling like what it is that you want to do is not enough. You could be having some issues with ego and fear. You could be self sabotaging, having unnecessary, frustrations and unnecessary lacks of confidence. Right. And this could be due to the fact that maybe you are in some karmic relationships. And these karmic relationships don't necessarily have to be something romantic. It could just be relationships within your social circle, all right, your clique, your tribe, or whatever. Maybe it's time to let go of those people, those situations that are causing you to have a lot of triggers, right? That are causing you to not see um, the perception of your gift or your talent that you want to share with the world in a positive manner. Okay. Because if you are the black sheep, then you could expect some resistance from others that you share your information or your ideas with. Right. So bottom of the deck, we have old school. So you could be conditioned, all right, replaying certain events over and over in your head. And it's like outdated thinking. And that's pretty much what this hangman in reverse is giving is outdated thinking, right? You're very rigid, right? You're unwilling to give up the past, right? There could be just one little thing that you need to switch over mentally and emotionally so that you can feel the spark and the passion that you need about, getting your gifts and your talents out there. All right. Divine is definitely saying that you're going to have to make a healthy choice when it comes to deciding to love and live your life, right? Healthy choices when it comes to you being able to prioritize the right direction that you want to go into, all right, with this project that you're working on. All right. So again, we have ships, right? In order for your ships to come in that you're expecting for growth and expansion on your projects, you're going to have to move on from things and people that are no longer serving you, all right? You're going to have to cut ties with certain patterns, certain behaviors that are preventing you from moving forward. All right. Well, that was pretty much the message that we got for today. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if it resonated. And I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.